so gone, so gone, gone, gone. I'm so gone. Oh, you can really see that is really, what is this? Wow, I don't know what this is. Okay, I just made it worse. Wow, now it's a big ass spot. What the hell was that? Peace. What do I want this video to be about? There I go. Not having a topic, not knowing what I want to talk about. Um, oh, I do know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about um, my plans for next year. Um, most people know, most of you guys on my friends list know, or most people that are close to me, close enough to know certain things about me, know that I had gastric bypass surgery about 2.5 months ago. Uh, I am down as of today 86 pounds. I lost 86 pounds. I'm not going to give y'all my exact weight because none of your fucking business. But I am going to say that I'm down 86 pounds. And I got quite a bit to go for my goal weight, you know. But I am losing weight, even though to me it doesn't feel like it. I mean, it feels like it. I feel there's certain things that I can do. There's certain clothes that I can wear that I haven't been able to wear in years. Stuff that's, wow, I look like my dad in this video. I look just like my father. That is crazy. um, but I have lost quite a bit of weight to where I can fit into things that I couldn't fit into before. Um, but I have a set goal, a weight goal that I'm trying to get to, and I'm trying, y'all. I'm really, really trying. And this is making it, having the surgery has made it a lot easier to get to that. But my plan, and this is crazy. I know this sounds a little crazy, but my plan is to by next summer, be at my goal weight, and I want to have a big, back in the day, I was always a big amusement park person. I love going to Seareed. I love going to Darien Lake. Love going to Roseland. Love getting on the rides. And as I started to get older and got a lot bigger, I got heavy and, couldn't fit into the rides. And, anybody out there that's fat, when you get a certain weight size, you can't fit into those rides no more. And, I've had the experience where they say, oh, sorry, we can't lock it. You got to get off. Sorry, whatever, whatever. Yeah, we can't let you in. And then you got to make that walk in front of everybody, and get off. And it's just humiliating and embarrassing. So I haven't been back in a long time. Um, so by next summer, what I want to do is have a huge thing at an amusement park, either Seabreeze, Darien Lake, one of the two, and I want to just be able to fit and get into all the rides. And I'm inviting everybody that is a friend of mine on this list for that day for me. That's going to be a big one for me. So that is my main thing. Is by July of next year is to have like this big thing at probably Seabreeze, just because it's in the city and it's easy to get to for everybody. I really wanted to do Darien Lake. No, Darien Lake because it's what I want to do, and people who can make it can make it. But I really want to do that, so that's my big thing I want to say. Um, I've been feeling a little funky for the last couple of days, especially the last 2 days, because you know I left my job. I left Rochester, period, about 10 months ago. I was in a real bad situation. I was, I had a job. I had a good job. For the most part, for what it was a really, really good job. I enjoyed I was there a long time and I enjoyed what I did, as a part, as a part of that job. I really, really enjoyed where I worked, um, and the things that I got to do, you know, as an employee. But there were certain parts of working in this job that didn't sit well with the person that I am. There are certain things that go on, as with any workplace, you know, any environment where there's opportunities to advance. There's also a game that has to be played. With that, and I'm just not a game playing person. I'd rather do the work and let that speak for what it is, and not have to do all these other things to get, you know. And you watch people do it, and it's just, at some point you have to say, damn, no matter what I'm telling myself, I am still a part of what the hell is going on here. I am still a part of what the fuck goes on here because I'm here and I'm tolerating it. And it just, it made me sit, and I had to take myself out of that. That was a huge thing for me last last year, the last couple of years. It was a huge thing weighing on me. Like I'm not happy here. I don't like what I'm seeing happen. I don't like what I'm seeing things turn into. And I struggled, for a long time with whether or not I should leave because it was my job. It paid my bills. It was what I was comfortable doing. It was I really loved, a lot of the people that I worked with. I really, really loved the kids that I worked with. Um, it was in my neighborhood. It was so convenient. Everything was convenient. That was a mistake too, having everything so convenient. But I just wasn't. It been for years and years. It never sat well with me. The things that I know was going on, and being a part of something that I just don't agree with. Um, but to step away from it for a while, you know, I convinced myself that, well, you know what, after being away from it for a while, for the last few months, I told myself, okay, you kind of did all of that to yourself. You know what I mean? You kind of uh, putting the blame on something that's not really about what your problem is. You can't control what other people do. You can't control how other people feel and think, and the way people who are in charge of certain things run things. You have to just go and do what you need to do. You stop blaming certain things on people. You know what I mean? Stop doing that. So I stepped away from that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm wrong. I'm wrong, and I need to apologize to people for thinking the way that I was thinking because when you take a step back and reflect, you start to see where you are the reason certain things were happening. So I told myself, okay, I can eat that. I'm all about owning your mistakes, your things you messed up on, things you didn't do. I'm that that's who I am. So I can do that. But then to watch the same things happen to somebody else in that exact same situation, or even deeper than my situation. Because to be honest, there were certain things that I didn't want as a part of that job. I didn't want to move up. I didn't want, I didn't try for that kind of stuff because I wasn't. I just saw it as a certain. I saw it for what the fuck it really is, and I didn't want to be a part of that. And people can say whatever the fuck they want to about my reasoning, but I didn't want to be a part of any of that. And I can own that. So, I was never bitter about not moving up or anything. That was my decision, to not even try. So I was never bitter about that. But deeper in my situation is to watch it happen to somebody that I know has put in 10 times the work that even I put in, or 10 times the more effort, you know, of half the people that are actually in certain positions, and still get the same bits and pieces, run around, smile, and that smile and wave and shake your hand, and oh yes, oh you are the best thing since sliced bread here. We don't know how any of this would happen without you. I never believed any of that shit when people were saying that to me. I know my place. I knew my place. I knew who I was, what I was in that situation. I heard it all the time. Because of who I am, thank you. I appreciate it all. Thank you. You don't have to say that. Thank you. I always did. But you don't have to do that for me. I would be doing this whether you was telling me this shit or not. I'm not here because you blowing smoke at me. I'm here because I'm choosing to stay. I'm here because I'm lazy and I don't want to do anything. Or I'm here because I'm comfortable. It don't got nothing to do with you telling me that I'm the shit and you blowing smoke at me. That never did anything for me but make me think that you were full of shit. And let me see you as somebody who's full of shit. Um, but to watch it happen to somebody who don't deserve that type of treatment is crazy. It's just so crazy. And you know that it's happening. You know what's happening. It's just, uh, I promised myself I wasn't going to get like involved in any of that. I let that shit go. But it's just crazy to see somebody that you care about hurt behind some bullshit that you know is always going to be bullshit. You know, I'm finna start rambling again. I'm about to turn this off. Uh, but whatever. Every day is another day. Some things are not meant for us. No matter how much we love it, no matter how much we want to help it, no matter how much we want to um, give it everything that we got, sometimes you have to move on to find what you're really supposed to be doing. You have to let go of certain things when you starting to feel underappreciated, when you're starting to resent what it is you have to do. Sometimes it's best to just move on and be a blessing someplace else. You now I'm not telling anybody to leave, their jobs or to not try to work through anything. I'm just saying before it turns into any of those other things that I just mentioned, you might want to get up out of there because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. And people really, as much as they tell you, you know, about your worth and what you can bring, and if you just wait and if you just keep doing this for us, and it's going to happen for you, they don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? Not really. You and your whatever it is you want, and them and their what they need for their own, you know, for their own shit is more important. So don't ever expect this to be you down here. You know what I mean? When it comes to somebody else needing something from you. Um, did any of this make sense? I took two hydrocodones, the 10 milligram joints, and for my knee, which is still a little fucked up, and they give you a nice buzz. So, um, shout out to my boy Steve and Daniel. I hope you see this. I'm giving you a thumbs up. That food looks so damn good. Uh, shout out to my boy Daniil because he keep me up on all the latest singing. He out there. He over uh, on the other side of the planet in is it Greece? Where are you at? Greece right now. He's out there for the next couple of months, uh, going to school and living out there. I love all the pictures you post on me. Man, do your thing. Proud of you. Um, who else didn't I shout out to? Shout out to my sister Kim, who I don't know if I would even be alive today if it wasn't for her. Shout out to my friend Yolanda, who saw that I was in trouble and told me to come out here and get your shit together. Shout out to my little sister Iffy. Shake off all of that. Shake off all of that. You know what I mean? Shake all of that off and get back to what you know to do. And if it ain't there, then it's someplace. You know what I mean? Um, and shout out to you know who you are. Shout it out. I think you know who you are. Maybe you don't know. I almost told you. Yo, I'm recording. Say hi. They can see you. Where you going? Uh, okay. That was Yolanda. Um, and I think you know who you are. I don't like to play the secret to the game. I'm too old for that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know by now, you will never, never, never know me. Ooh, all the things. Um, this is long. Nobody gonna say watch 17 minutes, 18 minutes of this shit. How do you edit? Can I? I'm still recording. I don't know. That's it.